How are you doing? This is Jake, and I'm from Jake and Dar, and I'm here to do a video, to attempt to make a video creating a homemade pop filter. A pop filter is something that professionals and even non-professionals use to cover a microphone to reduce sounds of like breathing sounds, and when you make, when you talk or you sing into a microphone, you make certain words will make certain, p sounds, whatever, right? If you heard that, I hope you heard that. Anyways, this video is long overdue. I've been meaning to do this for weeks now. Now I'm going to try to get it done. So what I've got here is I've got an embroidery ring. This is a wooden embroidery ring. I believe it is a 5-inch. Yeah, it's a 5-inch embroidery ring. Picked up some cheap nylons, cheapy nylons, some black and some brown. First I had the brown, but then somebody said, well, I think you should go with the black. So I'll use the black, and I won't tell you what I'm going to use the other ones for. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not like that. Anyways, I've got some thick copper wire here. I've got some scissors to cut the nylons with. Well, let's get going here. Let's get this done. Jeez. Stick around. See if I can get her done, eh? Alright, so what I've had to do here is I've had to basically cut one of the legs off the nylons, and as it was, this is a 5-inch embroidery ring, so it's very difficult to stretch one leg over the 5-inch embroidery ring, so I had to take it and cut it into a single piece. So it's just a single piece I have here now, so I can easily stretch that out. I mean, you might be able to stretch that out over a 4-inch embroidery ring, but it'd be really difficult. So after I cut her down the side, this is what I've got. So now I'm going to fit that over there, get it on, get it so that it has some tightness to it, and then clamp her down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there is basically one layer of the nylon, so, and it is kind of a little thin, so I mean, I suppose what I'll do is I'll take and cut the other end of the leg off, and then I'll just do the same thing, and I'll double it up, and then I'll tighten this back up again. So that's basically, it's basically what it looks like before I trim the edges, right? Okay, so I'm gonna double that up, tighten it up, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty then. So there we go. We have a double layer of nylon here, and it is, a fair bit darker and provides 2 layers of protection, because you don't want to, if you're going to be talking or yelling into a mic or singing or whatever, you don't want to be getting any of your moisture from your voice into the microphone. It's going to damage it after a long period of time. So if you've spent some considerable money on a microphone, mainly a stationary microphone, this is what this is meant for. A microphone that you'd either put on a mic stand or a desk stand. This is what this is meant for, not a handheld microphone. So it was actually pretty easy to do this. It wasn't hard at all. Just fit the bigger hoop over the smaller hoop, and then just slowly tighten it here, and just put your fingers there and just stretch it out all the way around. Just stretch it a little bit each time, tighten her up a bit more, tighten her up a bit more, and there you go. It doesn't have to be tight like a drum. Just has to be fairly secure, fairly tight, so she doesn't let go on you, and just trim the edges. Okay, I'll get that done, be right back. Well, okay, that's basically the finished idea. Not bad. It's pretty flat. A little bit rough on the back side. I don't have very sharp scissors at the moment. But yeah, you can get her trimmed down nice on the back, and now all I got to do is just configure some of this little piece of this copper wire to mount it on the microphone. And of course I've got this microphone. I said this microphone. So I'm going to try to mount it. This is the Blue Yeti microphone, and I'm going to mount it on this. I do know that there is a there's a foam piece that you can buy to put over this, the top of this. I have seen it, but you can also use one of these too, in front like that. Alright, I'll get that done. I'll get right back to you. See the final project. Okay guys, so this is what I've got. This is what I've come out with. This is the final results here now. Now I do realize that you can buy pop filters, inexpensive pop filters for $15, $20. Yes. And that would look, much more professional, but you know what? If you want to save a few dollars, if you don't have much to work with, and you want to do one really cheap, inexpensive, this here probably cost me no more than about $4 to $5 for the materials. And I know it doesn't look real professional, but it doesn't look too bad either. It's it is what it is, and I mean it will protect some of the microphone somewhat. So I took some of the copper wire that I had, which was kind of thick, and it's difficult to bend it when you're trying to bend like a ½ an inch, when you're down to bending small portions. So what I also had laying around, was these plant holders. These are like the little metal, very thin plant holders that are really easy to bend and work with. So I used a little bit of that too, but it's not bad. It holds nicely, see? And I mean, I can adjust it, move it around, get it closer. I can adjust it some, so not bad. Yeah, just a little project. Just a little project to play around with, and protect the microphone a little bit better. Not bad at all. So there you have it. What do you think of that? Cool. Looks pretty good. Looks decent enough to use for now, I suppose. Okay. Well, I mean, that's basically my version. I mean, there's many different ways that you can go about making this. There are other videos you can watch, and there's some different ideas. This is just sort of my little idea that I put together, and yeah, you can just work with it. Just find some materials yourself if you want to do this as a fun little project, and what the hell, right? Save a few dollars and make yourself a cheap little inexpensive pop filter for a microphone. Okay, well, thank you very much, and I appreciate you stopping in. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Cheers.